Let's explore how to detect and safely delete orphaned tables with Advanced Database Cleaner. Tables are where WordPress stores all your site's data, posts, users, settings, and more. When a plugin or theme is removed, tables can be left behind. Those leftovers are orphaned tables. They take unnecessary space in your database. Before we start detecting orphaned tables, let's first talk about invalid-prefix tables. In WordPress, tables should follow a naming pattern. They start with your site's prefix, usually WP_, followed by the table name. Tables that don't follow this pattern have an invalid prefix. They typically belong to other WordPress installations, unrelated projects, or snapshot backups created by certain plugins. By default, invalid prefix tables are enabled and visible. If you've disabled this option, you'll need to enable it to see them. Go to Settings, scroll to Other Settings, and turn on Show Tables with Invalid Prefix. This makes them visible in your tables list. Once enabled, you can list invalid prefix tables from the orange preset area using its filter link, or from the prefix status dropdown in the filters. Select Invalid Prefix. Because these tables don't follow your WordPress prefix pattern, you should investigate them before deciding whether to delete them. Now, to find orphaned tables, we first need to scan. Right after installing the plugin, the Belongs To column usually shows owners only for WordPress core and for Advanced Database Cleaner itself. The scan discovers the rest. Click Start a Scan for Tables. Choose a mode: Local Scan Only, which uses an advanced algorithm to detect ownership based on your current environment, or Local and Remote Scan, recommended, runs the local step, then sends non-sensitive data to our central server and compares your tables against a large, constantly updated database of known plugins and themes for higher accuracy. It can take a bit longer on large sites. Next, you can choose whether to enable the Override Manual Corrections option. When this switch is turned on, the scan will also include and rescan any tables you previously corrected manually from the Edit Scan Results action. Those manual changes will be overwritten with the new scan data. If you keep it disabled, the scan will skip your manual corrections and preserve them as they are. This is useful if you've already reviewed certain tables and don't want them reclassified. For full privacy and technical details, see the article link in the description. When the scan completes, the Belongs To column is updated. WordPress core items show a lock icon and can't be deleted. A plugin or theme name without a percentage means we're 100% sure this table belongs to it. You'll also see whether it's active, inactive, or not installed. A name with a percentage is a confidence hint from the scan. Below 100% means likely, but not certain. These percentages are usually more reliable with long, distinctive table names than with short or generic ones. Some tables can also appear in the Orphans category when no owner is found. To focus your work, use the quick categorization filters just under the main filters: All Tables, Orphans, Plugins Tables, Themes Tables, WP Tables, and Not Scanned. Click Orphans to see only the items with no confirmed owner. Normally, orphan tables can be safely deleted, but it's always wise to investigate first. Let's explore some practical techniques to help you do that. Remember, deletion is permanent and may break your site if something unexpected depends on those entries. Always back up your database or test your cleanups on a staging site before deleting anything. The first technique is to investigate orphaned tables that have a helpful More Info modal. Let's check this one, for example. As you can see in known plugins using this item, this table belongs 100% to a plugin that's marked Not Installed. That means it was likely used on this site before and no longer exists now. To verify, open the Addons Activity module, search for the plugin name, then click Filter. You should see its activation, deactivation, and uninstall history. If it's no longer installed, go back to Tables, select the entry, choose Delete from Bulk Actions, and apply. Repeat for similar cases. If the More Info panel doesn't confirm a previously installed add-on or there's no More Info icon, use this technique to identify which plugin or theme a table belongs to. The technique is identifying the plugin or theme by its prefix. Look at the table name itself. For example, this table, WP_WooCommerce_sessions, starts with your WordPress prefix, WP_, followed by WooCommerce_sessions. The part after your site prefix, WooCommerce, clearly indicates WooCommerce. Even without a More Info panel, the identifying part comes after your WordPress prefix. If you don't recognize it, do a quick web search or ask an AI assistant to see which plugin or theme uses it. Next, verify that this plugin was installed in your WordPress environment using the Addons Activity module if you don't remember yourself. Once confirmed, you can treat tables containing that identifier as leftovers from that add-on. Return to Tables, search for that keyword in the table name, select the Orphans categorization filter, select the matching tables, and run a bulk delete. The third technique is identifying snapshot or backup tables. Some plugins create database snapshots or backups by duplicating your tables with a modified prefix. When these plugins are uninstalled, those snapshot tables remain. For example, these tables with invalid prefixes, they all share the same random alphanumeric prefix followed by your WordPress prefix and table names. This pattern is typical of snapshot, backup, or reset plugins. In this installation, we can see from the table names that they're copies of WordPress core tables. Let's verify which plugins might have created them. Open the Addons Activity module and search for backup or reset related plugins. Let's search for Reset. As you can see, we previously installed WP Reset and Advanced WP Reset. Both are snapshot tools that create table copies. They've since been uninstalled. If you don't plan to reinstall these plugins or restore from their snapshots, you can safely delete their leftover tables. Go back to Tables, filter by invalid prefix from the prefix status dropdown to see all snapshot tables, select them, and run a bulk delete. If a table is orphaned and you still can't identify its source using the info panel, the prefix, or the snapshot pattern, either keep it, test on a staging site, or delete only after a database backup so you can roll back if needed. Before any critical change, especially deletions, always make a fresh database backup or try changes on a staging copy first. Regular scans and careful cleanup keep your database lighter, improve query performance, and make WordPress load faster.